Hello everyone, welcome to the Canadian Edge. Time to look at another knife today, and the one we're looking at is a CRKT fixed blade. It's called Sting. It's a nice little compact knife, and it has a blade length of 3.32 inches. Overall it is 6.94 inches with a weight of 4.8 ounces. And the weight is, as you can see, mostly towards the back here. It's mostly in the handle, and that'll be explained in just a minute. The blade is a 1055 carbon steel, and the handle also is a hot forged 1055 carbon steel. And if you take a look at that, it is all just one solid piece. So the knife and the handle are one together, and the handle being the thicker part, that's what gives us all the weight in the back end. Surprisingly though, it still does throw. I've managed to throw this and stick it in a few trees. A friend of mine tried throwing it and didn't, and we had to regrind the edge or the tip. But yeah, not necessarily a throwing knife. I just thought I'd try it and see what happened. The sheath on this, it is a glass reinforced nylon. So you got the nylon coating over top. You've got the glass reinforced nylon plastic insert, and it works quite well and has a variety of ways that you can mount this either on gear or on your body. It does come with a couple of straps that fit through here because CRKT calls this a boot knife, and so they sent a couple straps that fasten around your calf, and you can fasten it on and carry it in your boot. I don't carry my knife that way. I carry it on my belt, just behind the belt buckle, on a sideways mount, with the belt buckle up against here. So it goes to the left with the handle sticking to the right because I am right-handed, and I find it easy to access that way, and being it's a smaller size, it doesn't interfere with movement and stuff like that. So, and you can wear it on your belt straight up and down if you prefer. I just find this a little easier with the Velcro. You don't even have to take your belt off. You can slide it in behind your belt this way. So, or you could wear it on the small of your back in behind and have it back there for easy access as well. It is an A.G. Russell design, has a lanyard hole, quite a large lanyard hole. So for those of you who like lanyards, you can easily put one on here. So as I say, I prefer this on my belt in a sideways fashion. It doesn't interfere in anything when I carry it. It actually fits in quite well on your waist that way. You could use it as a neck knife. If you had a long enough lanyard, you could hang it on your neck. But as I say, you can hear if I drop it on my table, it's got a bit of weight to it. And so if you're wearing that on your neck, it's going to be slamming into your chest if you're doing any kind of quick movements and that. Not exactly fun. You would definitely notice this banging against your chest. So you could wear it as a neck knife. I guess between layers of clothing it's not going to move as much, but yeah, I wouldn't personally wear it as a neck knife. And I guess you could consider it a defensive knife because it is, as I say, small, compact, and it fits in places, boot, on your belt, on the small of your back, and could be fairly easily concealed if you were to need to do that. In Canada, we cannot conceal them. They have to be visible, so I don't bother concealing mine. And so looking at this knife, it's a great little knife around like the campsite and that. I use it a lot when I go out into the bush, just because it is compact, it is easy to carry around. You can use it for cutting ropes or making kindling and that. You wouldn't baton with this knife, obviously. Well, you could, I don't suggest it. But it does have a variety of uses around the campsite. You can use it for different things. And again, if you needed some kind of small defensive knife for some reason, a vicious dog or something comes after you, you could use this. It is versatile, as I say, with the sheath. You can mount it different ways. It doesn't have any holes in the side that you can mount it on webbing and that, but you wouldn't have to be very creative to mount that. You could mount that on a backpack or a variety of different things that you wanted to do. So it is, as I say, it's a good little camp knife for around the campground and using for different little jobs. Some of the things that I like about it, I like the look of it. It's a good looking little knife. I like the dagger style with the double edge. I like the versatility of the sheath, that you can use it in different variety of ways. I like the size of it. The size is nice. I'm not really crazy about the handle though. The handle is a little bit slippery, and you can see it's all smooth. There are these grooves which you can put your thumb in depending on how you're holding it. But if you had wet hands, this knife could be very slippery, because that's all just smooth finish. So yeah, not the best grip on it. If your hands are dry, it's fine, but wet hands, it could prove to be a little bit slippery. And it fits, like I say, I have a medium size hand, so it fits my hand quite well. A large hand, you would find this a very small knife. But a small hand, you would find this a good size knife. And how does it rate for sharpness? Well, I've used this one quite a bit over the years, and I'm not sure. I haven't sharpened this for a while. It might be a little on the dull side. Yeah, this side's a little bit dull. Both sides. It could stand to be run over, especially this side here apparently. Taken over the sharpening stone and sharpened up a little bit. You can see that's not even a clean cut there, so might have to run this over the sharpening stone and touch the edge up a little bit. See how it makes out with our zip tie, zap strap. Oh, it cuts through there fairly easy, at least this side did. And how about our nylon cord? Oh, it cuts that quite easily. I don't know if I have enough. I should have cut that a little different. Let's see if it'll cut. I didn't leave enough cord. So we'll try this cord on this edge and see how it does. Well, it does cut through there, but it definitely could be sharper. So good tip, always keep your knives sharp. They work better when they're sharp, and they're safer for you as well. But yeah, it's a nice little knife. Other than the slippery handle, I found it to be quite useful. I haven't had a problem with the knife slipping in my hand, but I've only used it for like small jobs, like I say, cutting rope and that around the campsite, or sharpening a stick to roast marshmallows and stuff like that. So haven't had any real big jobs that I've had to use it for, but it's worked for those jobs quite well. And it is a nice little knife, and you can find these are easily available in the sporting goods stores and whatnot. So yeah, if you don't mind a little bit of a weight in your hand there with your small knife and that, it's a good knife to be carrying. You could even carry this as an everyday carry if you're the kind of person that likes to carry a fixed blade as your everyday carry. So that is the CRKT Sting. Check them out. You probably enjoy seeing those and checking them out. But yeah, if you get a chance, take a look at them. So thank you for joining me on this review. I will do another knife here in a few days. But until then, you stay safe and stay sharp.